Hello and welcome to my distress faux lock tutorial. I will first show you the hair that I use. For distress faux locks, you want to use a crochet faux lock. So this is the brand that I like to use. This is my favorite brand. This is Zuri lock braid, and you can also use the Bobby Boss new locks. And you use these two. This is the locks, and then to wrap these locks you want to use spring twist hair. This is my favorite one to use, the spring twist hair, or you can also use water wave hair, free tress water wave hair, and I'll show you how both of them look. And if you want the curly ends, like I have here, the curly ends, you would add this hair at the end. And I'm also going to show you how to do that. So with distress faux locks, the first thing you want to do is make sure your hair or your client's hair is clean. It doesn't have to be blow dried. It depends on their hair. Like when I do them, it depends on the client. Like if they have super silky hair, then I will just go ahead and blow dry it out. But if they have like looser curly hair, I will just let it air dry as I go along. But you want to make sure it's clean, either blow dried or just properly detangled, and you want to moisturize it, and you want to add oil. Like you want to add a copious amount of oil, because once that hair is in the lock, it's going to be hard to get that moisture and that oil to it. So you just want to put as much as you can in it prior, and then just let it be. So okay, so let's start. So I already went over the hair that you'll need, so I also go over the tools. You need a comb. I use 3 different combs. I use like a wide tooth comb, I use a rat tail comb, and then I have this one. It just has like a little space in between, so I like to use 3, and then I just reach for whichever one. I need a crochet needle and some clips. Or you can use clips, or you can just use a scrunchie. And you also need scissors. Definitely need scissors. And if you don't know how to braid or twist, you will need rubber bands. I have these black rubber bands, little rubber bands. So okay. All right, let's begin. So with the locks, you can do any parting that you would like. Typically, I like to do the natural parts. That's the U-shaped parts where it like falls naturally in between the gaps. But you can do any parting that you want. I've done triangle parts and I've done square parts. So you can use any part that you want, but definitely my favorite one is the natural part. That's my favorite. All right, so what you want to do is part out your section. So you can make the section as big or as small as you want. It depends on if you want a lot of locks or if you want a small amount of locks. So it all depends on you and your client. So let's just do a normal part. And with the natural part, you just place your comb and do like a U shape and then come down and pull that hair out. And then I got too much hair, so I'm gonna put some back. These locks, you can use your fingers a lot too, so you just want it to be as natural as possible. So that's a good amount. Put the hair up. All right, so let's attach the lock. To attach the lock, you want to take your crochet needle and the crochet faux lock, put the crochet needle through the hole in the crochet faux lock like that. And then you want to take your hair, you want to split it in 2/3 and then 1/3. So you look at it. This one has more hair and this one has less hair. This is the 1/3 and this is the 2/3. So you take your lock and put it on the 2/3, the bigger portion, and you just slide it on there. Oh, her hair's a little slippery. And then pull it out. And so now you have the 1/3 here and the 2/3 here. And then you're gonna push that lock up, and then you're gonna split the 2/3 one, split that in half. So that way now you have 3 parts. And then you're just gonna braid that. You don't wanna braid it super tight, because once you wrap it, it's gonna get even tighter. So you don't wanna start off tight. And then you just braid that. And you don't have to braid it all the way down. You just braid it enough to where it's secure, where you feel like, okay, that's secure. That's how I am with my clients. Like, I don't braid it all the way down unless their hair is really straight and I'm like, okay, I'm scared this is gonna slip out. So then I will braid it. But if they have very curly hair, then you don't have to braid this all the way down. And then you stop there. Then what you do is you wrap it. You start opening up the lock and wrapping it around the hair like this. And you just wrap it all the way down until that hair is inside this lock. So just keep wrapping. And what I'm doing is I'm like opening the lock. You'll see where the lock opens at, and so it can fit inside of that. The hair can fit inside of that lock. I know it looks like I'm going fast, but I'll go slower so you can see that it's just going inside of there. And it's it's actually staying in there. And some people, what they'll do, they'll just leave it like this. But of course, that's not the distressed look, and it's not secure. Like when you leave it like this, the hair tends to like slip out of the lock. Whereas when you do the distressed lock, you wrap it, it's more secure. So it stays more and it doesn't go anywhere. All right. All right, now that that lock is in there, what you're gonna do is take your kinky curly hair, the spring twist hair. Gonna take one curl out of it, cut that in half, split that in half, and this is what you're gonna use to wrap. So sometimes what I do is typically I just start wrapping it that way, and I don't crochet it through. So what you can actually do is you can just wrap it on there like that, and it'll stay. So you can do it this way and just wrap it, or if you want a little more security, and what I do with my clients that have silky hair is you'll take that crochet needle and you'll stick it through, pull that hair through, the curly hair, and just not all of it, like not half and half, but just leave like a little bit of room and leave that hair. This is what you'll wrap with, and you'll use that and just wrap it down. What you want to do is focus more at the top, make it secure, not tight. Sorry. You want to make it secure, not tight. So what you do, you wrap it around 3 times. That's what I do. I wrap it around 3 times, and I'm not making it tight. I'm just making sure it's secure. 2, 3. So I like to do that. And then I just start wrapping down, and I start skipping spaces. That gives it that distressed look. And what you also want to do is to give it like even more of a distressed look is as you're wrapping, take your thumb and pull some of that hair right there, pull it out, and you still have the other piece of hair. Wrap it around, not tight, wrap it around loosely, and that gives it that little curl, that distress, even more of a distressed look. So you keep doing that, going down, going down, going down. Open it up, take some of that curly hair between your thumb, leave it out, wrap it a little bit loosely. You might have to pinch it also. And then hold it and go down, go down, go down. You see it's giving it that distressed look that everyone's after and looking for. Or you don't even have to do that. You can just keep going down, skipping, but going down. You can still get a little bit of that look, but you get it more if you pull some of the hair out with your thumb like that. And just keep going down, keep going down, keep going down, and then you can start to speed up. And you see how it gives it that look, gives it that messy, distressed look. Okay. And then you take your other half of your hair. For some people, like if your hair is kind of shorter and your hair stops up here, you can actually just stop. Like you don't have to keep going down. But if your hair is longer or your client hair is longer, you do want to take that other piece of hair and keep wrapping down. But you don't necessarily have to, but you want to, so it's more secure. So with that, you don't have to use a crochet needle. You just take the hair, a little piece off to the side, place it on there, on the lock, and wrap it 3 times again, just so that it's secure and it's not going anywhere. And then you just keep wrapping down. You wrap all the way down. And this just gives it that messy, bohemian look that everybody's after. And you just keep wrapping down. Keep wrapping down, 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 down. Gotta just keep wrapping down. And then to secure it is really easy. So these are easy. You don't even need glue to secure it. Like they will stay. So you just take it and you just tie a knot. So take that piece of hair. Of course, well, you want to get it smaller than this. Okay, and you take that hair, put one finger here, and just pull it under to like tie a knot like that. I can't explain it. I hope you can see it. So you just take that hair, put a finger there, pull it around, and then pull it through the hole. And then you can just wrap it a little bit more since it's some left. Sorry. Okay,